Evan, what will it take in this hearing for Comey to sort of meet expectations? You know, if this were a stock or something, the bar would be set so high for these earnings with all the hype. So what does Comey have to do to hit the number?
Well, I suppose it depends on whether what your expectations are as to whether you're a Republican who is looking for this to sort of start to fade away and to regain some level of normalcy, or whether you're a Democrat looking for something that's going to just further undermine a presidency that's already deeply embattled. And on that case, I think obviously people are going to be looking for elements that start to build a case that would be toward obstruction of justice. It is possible that Comey will lay just enough groundwork to get there without actually saying the words or going as far as offering his public opinion. He's expected to describe some of his conversations where President Trump has reportedly asked him to stop his investigation into Michael Flynn, the ousted national security advisor. Depending on how those conversations get described, we could see a pretty uncomfortable Trump administration, even if he doesn't actually go that final mile and use the words.
Kevin, there are reports that Comey has coordinated this testimony with the special investigator, Robert Mueller, here. And even if he stops short, as you said, of alluding to some form of obstruction of justice here from President Trump, can we assume, or should we also assume the possibility that perhaps because of that coordination with the special investigator, if indeed that's happening, it may not be the case that he's being as open as he perhaps might be behind closed doors?
Well, I think there's definitely going to be big areas where Comey simply will not answer. He's not going to get deep into the status of the FBI investigation when he left, or the scope of it, or there's a whole bunch of areas you can imagine him simply not getting into. Comey and Mueller go way back. They've got a long relationship. They've worked together a long time. So you can imagine, yes, they've coordinated this pretty closely. But I think Comey went into this knowing already areas that were definitely off limits. And then at some point, there was just a question of making sure he wasn't going to step on something that Mueller is planning to work on.